Like it or not, Facebook does find itself in people's sights as the EU elections loom. So the new champion for Facebook came in the form of Mr. Nick Clegg, now the former Deputy Prime Minister, yesterday in Brussels, being the figurehead, if you like, of a new set of proposals from Facebook about protecting election integrity. Now, this is part of a global push by Facebook ahead of elections, not just in Europe, but in India and elsewhere, to restore its credibility and to be seen as a platform which takes fake news seriously. Let's just rattle through some of the changes. Well, when it comes to ads are really something that Facebook were keen to talk about. First of all, increased transparency. That is, people will now have to register if they want to run political adverts, meaning more identities will become available for users to find out effectively who is paying for the content they're seeing. Why does it matter? Well, it's part of Facebook's attempts, they say, to tackle shady entities, foreign entities or unknown entities pumping content into discussions. Then it comes down to issue ads. This will extend not just to general candidate ads, but ads about particular issues just as well. Some other takeaways for me, they are going to demote, not remove, key here, demote content which fact checkers like us here in theCUBE have proven to be fake. They won't take it away, but they'll push it down the news feeds. We've been hearing a lot of these proposals before from Facebook, but this is a nice joined-up way of looking at it. Also opening 2 election centres, one of them in Dublin, to tackle fake news. But look, crucially in all this, I just want to point out something that Facebook's got all these changes coming up, but we in theCUBE in October debunked a video about Guy Verhofstadt. Now, if you type in Guy Verhofstadt on Facebook, it may not be in your news feed, but it is still the #1 video at the top. This video, we debunked it months ago. Guy Verhofstadt sent a letter to Mark Zuckerberg, and here, 9.2 million views. Facebook still has a problem with this kind of content on that platform. Even if it's not in your news feed, it's high up. Now, I spoke earlier to Matt Navarra. He's a social media consultant. He had a take on how significant Europe is for Facebook. This was what he had to say.
I think it recognises that it can't just ignore the requests or demands of Europe as a trading area, as a user base. I think they're probably more conscious of the fact now with GDPR that as a set of countries, we're not going to sit here and accept things as they are, and that we do need to change the way that we work with tech companies. And I think that the implementation of GDPR gave them that strong signal that they're a block of countries that won't sort of sit around and do nothing.
So Facebook, aware that Europe's not going to sit around and do nothing. But as I pointed out there, yes, these commitments ahead of those elections in May, Tessa, but just pointing out from that Guy Verhofstadt video, we debunked it months ago. Facebook have been made aware, and yet that kind of content is still #1 when you search for Guy Verhofstadt. So that's just one example of the kind of scale of the problem Facebook have when it comes to politically motivated misinformation on their platform.